His accolades include winning 2 Academy Awards, 2 Grammy Awards, a BAFTA Award, a Golden Globe, 4 National Film Awards, 29 Filmfare Awards, and countless others. He has also been awarded 6 honorary doctorates, the most recent being from the prestigious Berklee College of Music, Boston, USA. Rahman's non-film projects include orchestrations for athletic and other big events, including the Commonwealth Games in 2010 and the London Olympics opening ceremony in 2012. Please join me in welcoming, with a huge round of applause, the one and only Mr. A.R. Rahman. Good afternoon. It is an honor. Please. I'm going to sit next to you to chat with you. All right. So, of course, have you seen the entire film?
Yeah, I've seen it.
And what I've got goose flesh from the trailer. What do we expect? Is it
same? It'll make you cry. It'll make you cry a dozen times.
Oh my God! It'll make you cry.
In a good way.
In a good way. Inspirational. You have been doing quite a few projects with a difference. What's the major difference you face between the Hindi film industry and Hollywood?
I don't even know. When the transitional phase happened, I think from 2000 I've been working abroad. And here I'm so used to working on a song and people take the song and shoot and come back. There you just dedicate your time, a couple of months for one project and you don't do anything else. That's how the contract says.
And that's every musician's dream, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So even this movie, I think, in this movie the directors are very young. Jeff and Mike, they're big fans, and they are fans of even Danny Boyle kind of filmmaking. So it was very nice to work with younger people, and they were actually kind of co-producers of the soundtrack. And yeah, so we did this. It's almost a year and a half back we scored the movie.
A year and a half ago.
Yeah.
So anything particular, you said why you've done the film, but do you find anything special about what you've done for this film?
It's, of course, yeah, going out of my Indian sensibilities into a Western, not even Western, it's more South American, Brazilian, and finding out sounds, finding out. But one thing is common, melody is common, and if a melody can make you move, that's the commonality of music, which is great.
Do you enjoy the sport, football?
I'm starting to enjoy it now. I was shooting in LA in a desert, and I was practicing. And
does that influence you at all when you know?
No, I never
the
grew up as a sports person. I was constantly in the studio, but things are changing now.
Fantastic. So we're talking a lot about the music of the film. Should we have a look at the song that you played for the film, that you made for the film?
Yeah, sure.
Jinga.
This is the song which comes in the end credits, and the word Jinga doesn't mean prawns. It is the style which, of course, unconventional style which Pelé used to win the World Cup. Yeah. So let's see.
Fantastic. So we're going to get off stage again just for them to take this down. I'd like to also invite another special guest onto stage. I'm sure you wouldn't mind us asking some questions while you're sitting with us. Please welcome onto stage Mr. Kamal Gyanchandani, CEO, PVR Pictures.
It's an honor. We are working with you the second time. We had done Jaane Tu Jaane Na, and this is our second film. Absolute honor. Over to you, Mansi.
Thank you. I just a couple of easy ones now. There's the premiere for your special friends from the film industry this evening. Yeah. I'm not here. I wasn't invited, but I thought I would be. But
now
you can come.
I know. This is the best way to do it, right? On stage, invite me, please. But Anything special that you've got planned for them? Any?
It's pretty unusual. Usually, most of the films premiere happen abroad. I missed the Tribeca, that festival premiere, because I was working on 24, the other movie, back in Chennai. And this is probably the first time I've calling all my friends for a Hollywood film I've done. And I'm very excited about that.
I can imagine, and I think one of the best theaters in the city. How do you feel, Kamal, partnering with ARR on this?
The premiere is in a different cinema. That's a preview theater. But yeah, I mean, we like to know his feedback on the cinema. We love this cinema.
Yeah, I love the
This
sound.
is-
Any cinema which plays my song
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you said that, because I was feeling the sound is a little, it needed some improvement. So we'll definitely, it's just good validation that the sound system is good. The cinema, this is our best cinema in the
For me, I'm like a
country.
janta. I like to feel it. So.
Thank you. Thank you.
I live here. I'm a spoiled, rotten person. I live here literally yesterday and day before I was watching films back to back. But asking you, Kamal, any reason that you decided to partner with this one is very unusual for an Indian market.
So, part of what we do in PVR is distribute a lot of independent Hollywood films. So you have the major studios, they have their own distribution set up in this country. But then you have like tons of independent producers who make 200, 300 independent films every year. And PVR Pictures, because we run a chain of cinemas, our endeavor has always been to bring films which can work for the discerning audiences, because the mass films, the popular genre is easily available in the country. The studios are bringing it, but we sort of focus on the independent films. So part of what we do is track a lot of independent films, and we've been tracking Pelé for last 2 years. We screened the film in Cannes, the film festival in May last year, and we were completely bowled over by the simplicity and the inspiration, the story which was told in such a fantastic manner by these young directors. And we were certain we wanted to bring it to India. And then, of course, the clincher was when the producers and the director made the announcement that Mr. Rahman had agreed to give the music. That was the clincher. That's when we were absolutely certain this film had to be brought to India.
This is so exciting. Before we throw it open for the Q&A, my son is named Zizou after a football player, so I'm very excited that you're getting into the game, and I hope you enjoy it. But we'd love to know what are your next projects before we throw the house.
Yeah. So I'm producing a movie called 99 Songs. I'm in the midst of pre-production. So I've been working on it for 4 years, and now it's going to go on floors.
That's a very exciting title. Are you going to let us know a little bit more about it, or we just wait for your official announcement?
We're just releasing a virtual reality promo. Not a promo, like the gist of the whole this thing probably in a month. So we're shooting for it all over the place.
So this is an Indian release or international? But
This is an Indian film. Whatever the fate is, God will decide, and the people will decide.
Is it in Tamil?
yeah, I was just
No,
going to
it's
ask.
a Hindi film.
Okay.
The hero is from Kashmir.
Okay.
Okay, let me clear everything. Heroine is from another
Okay.
place. I'll tell you later.
You like this? Independent film.
Yeah, I wanted to know Tamil as well. I'm half Tambram, so was wondering, are you back doing movies for the Tamil industry as well?
Yeah, I just 24 released day for yesterday. It's doing
Yes.
very well. And Mani Ratnam is doing another movie. Shankar is doing Robot 2.
All the legends combining, yeah.
Yeah. So
Anything else you'd like to tell them? So we're going to throw the floor. I'm sure there's a mic amongst you, but please raise your hand so we can identify you. All right, there.
Mr. Rahman, this is on your right. So, what is the meaning of Jinga? Kyunki
Zinga is a style which Brazilians used to play, and then they were criticized by the European coaches saying that don't use the style. So Pelé went against that, and he used that style and won the World Cup. So I felt when the director was saying he used the Jinga, I was like, what is that? I paused and said, this is a very interesting word, we can do a song. And so I did a song and surprised them again.
And I saw, I think 2 or 3 days back, 24. तो अरिजीत ने गाया है आपका वो गाना. So how was that happened? Just जरा if you can elaborate.
So I think, I never thought about that idea, but Surya came up with that idea. I said, can Arijit sing a song for us? I said, okay. And then he was actually doing his own movie, he was directing his own movie. He was kind enough to record at very remote places. He had a mic and a laptop. And we had to do a couple of corrections, a couple of times, but he was very patient. He's a very sweet guy and very talented.
Hi, how has life changed personally and professionally after the Oscars? And how challenging is it for you to have your own unique style but yet be different in each project?
Life after the Oscars was the most difficult. And now when I think about it, it is more simpler for me to make a choice with a couple of doors open. Now every door is open. I was telling my agent the same thing, like how confusing can it be? You want to be a pop artist? Yes, you can. You want to be a Hollywood composer? Yes, you can. You want to do stage? Yes, you can. You want to be a film producer? Yes, you can. But which side will you? You're human and you have limited, energy. That was my problem for the past 4 years. And now I'm focused, I think. I know what I'm going to do now. But in the 4 or 5 years, I had a life which I never had in my life before. I was partly living in Los Angeles. I could walk. I could go to a movie. I go to a restaurant with my family. Kids could go shopping. I could go to a mall. All that stuff which I missed. And I was being a very good father, husband, and a son.
Rahman sir,
The second question. You're too greedy for asking two questions.
How challenging is it to have your own unique style but yet be different in
I'm the listener for my music. I always want to be that. I know people say, oh, can you do the 90s kind of music? Can you do what Tal you did? Or can you do like how Rockstar was there? It's a phase which I'm going through internally as an artist. So I want to satisfy myself, and that's what I keep doing. I want to be honest to myself. I want to enjoy and be passionate about what I'm doing. I'm doing it for other people, but it's like I taste my food first before giving to other people. So that's-
Onakam, Rahman sir, Onakam,
Vanakkam.
எப்படி இருக்கிறீங்க?
Tell me.
Okay, I was. You also started very early. Would you like to give away the mantra of your